station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4.
Here's a look at today's top stories all across the DMV.
Yeah, we're tracking the possibility for some severe storms this afternoon into the late evening. It's a DMV first warn day, and we have reporters all across the area covering those conditions. And of course, our meteorologists will break it all down.
Plus, an overturned tanker with ammonium nitrate is still impacting traffic on I-81 after creating backups for hours this morning. We'll tell you what we know about this crash and the injuries sustained by the driver.
A Fairfax teenager is being hailed as a hero. Just hours after learning CPR, a 14-year-old leaps into action to save the life of a loved one. You won't want to miss this amazing story only on DC News Now.
But first, taking a live look outside right now, it is a DMV first warn day. We're tracking severe storms moving into our area right now.
And you wouldn't know it from really this rather sunny view of Roslyn, but it's important that you stay weather aware this afternoon as the system moves in. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Again, it is a DMV first warn day with those strong storms moving in, and DC News Now has everything you need to know about staying safe.
Yeah, we have reporters across the DMV, and they're going to tell us what they're seeing right now and how locals in those communities are trying to remain safe.
But first, let's head over to our weather team. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, also Damon Matson, Leonard and Fleming, all standing by for us right now. All right, team, what are we seeing?
Hi, Annalisa and Mark. We are dealing with a severe thunderstorm watch that was issued around 2 o'clock this afternoon for all of the DMV at this point. And so they are preparing us to be weather ready. That's going to stay in place until 9 p.m. So if you're across the DMV doing some traveling across PA down to the Carolinas, this is a very strong cold front that is going to make its way across our region. Right now, all that clearing is a concern of ours. With the clearing, that provides instability. And so it's going to really give the energy that these storms will need to kind of get robust in nature. Let's slow things down right now. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place out towards Hampshire and Mineral, West Virginia. And so it is moving towards the east. We are thinking this storm system that's just outside of Kaiser will continue its path. Right now it's moving east about 16 miles per hour, causing that torrential rain. So some areas that are up here, we have Romney into Vance, Blues Beach, and so this will make its way into the tip of Washington County. So we had that live look out towards Hagerstown. You saw all the clearing that was unfolding, and so that should be a different story here in the next 30 minutes or so. The severe thunderstorm warning is going to stay in place until 4:30, so we'll watch out for that. The primary threats for the rest of this afternoon into your early evening are going to be damaging wind gusts with the storm system and hail. Right now I am showing you the hail swath, not seeing that in that core, but definitely a good abundance of lightning kind of taking over just outside northern locations of Burlington. This storm system, it's super important to break down the timing so that you are weather ready. And with that update, we have meteorologist Damon Matson.
Yeah, exactly right, Janessa. And again, we are talking about these storms rolling across western portions of the viewing area here in the early part of the afternoon. Now things are going to get a little more dicey as we go into the later afternoon, evening hours, especially to the east. So that is something we definitely want to pay attention to, no question about it. And when it comes to that storm timing and the impacts here, like Janessa just mentioned, any warnings we've had thus far, these stronger storms are producing damaging wind gusts and hail as well. A couple of hail cores already popping up out there. Now we are starting to see our far western zones. That's where the storms are, but in the next couple of hours that will be clearing out, and then we are going to see that severe weather move to the east. A large chunk of that is going to take place from now until about 7 o'clock this evening. We'll start to see those storms progress quickly into DC and the I-95 corridor around 6 to 7 o'clock, and then continue to roll east as things will will then begin to slowly wind down from 8 to 10 o'clock tonight, clearing southern Maryland and portions of the Chesapeake Bay last. So again, this has been a slow developing system, at least here early in the afternoon, but with how much sunshine, warmth, and moisture we have built up out there, it is not going to take much. Once those storms roll into that favorable environment, things are really going to start to get intense across the rest of the DMV and off to the east as well. So the next several hours, we're going to continue to stay weather aware and continue to give you all of the latest updates. Speaking of, we have reporters live in the field, and we're going to go ahead and send it out to Leonard M. Fleming, who's out live in D.C. tracking some of those conditions. Leonard, what are you seeing out there right now?
All right, Damon, thanks for that.
Yeah, certainly a system with the chance to do some serious damage like Janessa and Damon talked about. And as we said, our team of reporters is all across the DMV right now tracking that activity. And let's head out to Leonard and Fleming, who's in D.C. in the waterfront near Georgetown right now. Leonard, how are things looking out there?
Mark and Annalisa, it looks gorgeous out here. When you look in the sky, there's very few clouds here. People are walking around, but don't let the sunny skies fool you. I'm going to pan out of the way here and let you take a look at the waterfront right now when people walking around, milling about today. But listen, this storm could hit, as our meteorologists have stated, between 5 and 7 tonight with heavy downpours and rain coming. And this is going to be a very, very nasty storm. And as you can see, boaters are still out and people are still walking around. But in a few hours, this is going to be demonstrably different. And let me step back into the frame here. So it looks like this will probably end around 9 o'clock, but our esteemed meteorologists will keep you posted on all the weather updates throughout this newscast and our future newscasts tonight. Reporting from the Georgetown waterfront, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, Leonard, thank you very much. And again, these storms aren't the only weather we're keeping an eye on. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has activated the heat emergency plan as of this afternoon. This decision opens cooling centers for those who need them. The cooling center downtown is opening until 5 this evening. Low barrier shelters for those experiencing homelessness are also open. You can find those locations on our website, dcnewsnow.com.
All right, Mark. Well, for drivers along Interstate 81 in western Maryland, they faced delays and detours early this morning after a tanker truck overturned near Exit 5 in Washington County. Our Skylar Salas, who covers that area for us, has the latest details.
According to the Maryland State Police, a tanker truck carrying ammonium nitrate lost control and overturned. The accident happened around 6:15 this morning in the southbound lane of Interstate 81 near Halfway Boulevard. Police say the truck blew a tire, causing it to swerve off the road. About 3 gallons of ammonium nitrate spilled onto the roadway, causing both sides of the interstate to be shut down while emergency crews worked. As a precaution, nearby businesses were told to evacuate. The driver was taken to Meritus Medical Center to be treated for minor injuries. The northbound lanes were open before 10 a.m., but cleanup along the southbound lanes continued into the afternoon, causing further delays. Reporting in Washington County, Maryland, Skylar Salas for DC News Now.
Skylar, thank you. To Northern Virginia, a Marshall High School student is being called a hero after saving his grandmother's life, thanks in part to a lesson he learned in school.
Yeah, a remarkable story. Our Haley Milan is in Fairfax County with the teen who learned CPR just 1 week before he had to use it in a life or death situation.
We've all heard it, pay attention in school. That advice came in great handy for 14-year-old Andy Campos. The teen used CPR to save his grandmother's life just a week after learning the maneuver in PE class.
All I hear is like the whole house is like in panic, like everyone's screaming.
Campos waking up on May 15th to his worst nightmare, his beloved abuela suffering a heart attack.
And I'm told call 911, and I call it immediately. I explain everything.
The rest of the household frantic, but the teen stayed calm. He paid close attention in PE class the week before and knew exactly what to do.
That's a miracle from God that I knew how to do that stuff.
First responders rushed Angela Campos to Inova Fairfax where she was treated. Andy's big sister Natalie, a nursing student, raced from school to the hospital.
The doctors told us that the only reason that she woke up and she's alive is because of him. He supplied that oxygen to her brain.
Abuela Campos went home after a week in the hospital, thanks to Andy's courage.
If we would have waited for the paramedics to get there, it would have been a different story.
The American Heart Association says that CPR can double a cardiac arrest patient's chances of survival. Fairfax County Public School Superintendent Dr. Michelle Reed released a statement saying in part, quote, "I can only imagine how grateful and proud his family is of this young man." And she said the incident shows just how important it is to teach CPR in high school.
I've known her for my whole life, and I love her a lot, and I'm glad I could do something to save her.
After the whole ordeal, Andy says he might want to become a paramedic so he can save lives for a living. In Fairfax County, I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.